The keys are in my hand before I thought about the going out. The morning caught me already at the door, already turned toward the day the morning haven't earned my full attention. By the time I've got the keys in the bag and the almost not forgotten coffee cup, the morning there, keys in hand, the day ahead, the air. I do the key check at the door every time. The wallet, phone and keys, the morning rhyme of readiness, the 3-point check before the hand goes to the handle of the door. This morning all three present and the cup of coffee in the bag and everything up to the morning standard. The day ahead already shaped by the keys in hand, the thread. Keys in hand, day ahead, morning done. Everything assembled, everything begun. The check complete, the bag on the shoulder go. The morning at the door, the day below. Waiting on the street for the step out. Keys in hand, removing every doubt about readiness. The morning clear, keys in hand, day ahead, out of here. The door handle familiar in the morning. The resistance and the click, the adorning of the daily exit with its own small sound. The door swinging open to the found. Morning outside, the air and the light in the street below. The morning right there on the other side of the door. Keys in hand, day ahead, something more. Keys in hand, day ahead, morning done. Everything assembled, everything begun. The check complete, the bag on the shoulder go. The morning at the door, the day below. Waiting on the street for the step out. Keys in hand, moving every doubt about readiness. The morning clear, keys in hand, day ahead, out of here. The door clicks shut and the keys go in the bag. The morning outside, the begin of the day in the proper sense. The street, the morning light, the cobblestone, the beat of wherever the day is going. The keys already inside the bag. The morning breeze already on the face. The day ahead already happening. Keys in hand, the thread. The moment of the keys in hand is one of the finest of the morning. The begun before the beginning, the prepare before the going out. The shared agreement between the self at night, who put the keys where the morning might find them without searching. The self who placed the keys on the hook at the shelf of the morning's readiness. The gift of the already assembled, the lift of not searching for the keys at the door of the morning, finding them ready before the search is necessary. The keys in hand, the morning's finest preparation, the planned exit that goes smoothly, the smooth start. The keys, the morning's most practical art of the self-care, the putting things where they'll be needed. The morning prayer answered by the keys on the hook. The morning readiness, the final look around the apartment before the door. The keys in hand, nothing to look for. The morning assembled and the day ahead already in the finest way, opened by the simple act of keys in hand. The morning ease of the prepared exit, the smooth start. The keys in hand, the morning's heart of readiness. The door, the day, the morning and the keys, the finest way. Keys in hand, day ahead, morning done. Everything assembled, everything begun. The check complete, the bag on the shoulder go. The morning at the door, the day below. Waiting on the street for the step out. The keys in hand, removing every doubt about readiness. The morning clear, keys in hand, day ahead, out of here. Keys in hand, day ahead. Street receives me and the morning starts in earnest now. The keys inside the parts of the bag that will carry them all day. The morning have been done its finest say of readiness and the going out prepared. The keys in hand, the morning cared for the day ahead already right. The keys in hand, morning, the morning right and out into the day. The door behind, the morning and the keys in the found readiness. The morning's finest gift, the keys in hand, the day, the lift into the street and into everything. The keys in hand, the morning and the ring of metal in the bag as I walk on. The morning done, the keys in hand, day gone into to its own best possible start. Keys in hand, day ahead, morning heart. The canal at 7 is a different canal from any other hour. The morning pal of the early walker and the canal bird, the most unhurried morning I have heard. In the sound of the water and the reed, the morning canal path and its freed version of the city, slow and wide. Canal path, morning birds, the finest sight. Canal path on the mornings when I have the time to take it now and then, and always better for the having taken the canal path morning. The awakened city scene from the water level low and different. The morning canal flow of the slow water and the birds above the canal path morning. The one I love, canal path morning birds, the water flat, the hair on standing still like an old hat left on the bank, not moving, morning still. The canal and the birds doing what they will in the morning, quiet before the boat traffic starts. The morning and the float of everything unheard on the water. Canal path, morning birds, the morning shorter. When you're here, the time moves slow. The moor hens have their babies by the reeds, and some of the canal morning feeds the eye with the small drama of the young birds learning the water. The morning sung by the birds above and in and near the canal. The morning water clear enough to see the bottom in the shallow. Canal path, morning birds, morning follow. Canal path, morning birds, the water flat, the hair on standing still like an old hat left on the bank, not moving, morning still. The canal and the birds doing what they will in the morning, quiet before the boat traffic starts. The morning and the float of everything unhurried on the water. Canal path, morning birds, the morning shorter. When you're here, the time moves slow. The canal path is shared with the cyclist, the serious morning cyclist at the fist of dawn, and the casual cyclist later. The morning canal path, a grateful space for everyone moving slowly through it. The water and the lonely heron and the moorings and the ducks. Canal path, morning birds, morning luck. There is a morning that the canal keeps, that the street doesn't. The canal sleeps at a different depth than the road above the city. The canal's morning love of the unhurried is older than the street grid, older than the plan of the city around it. The canal was here before the morning pal of the commuter, before the road was paved above it. The canal road of water having its own morning time, its own morning birds, its own rhyme of the water and the reed and the flats still surface at 7. The canal's at its most itself in the early morning, before the boats, before the warning bell of the approaching narrow boat. The canal at 7, the morning float of mist above the surface. The birds finding their morning in the words of water sound. The reed, the wing, the canal path morning, everything slow and old and present. The city around it, but not of it. The pretty morning canal path, the finest route through the morning. The canal salute to the early walker, the birds above. The canal path morning, the morning love. Canal path, morning birds, the water flat, the hair on standing still like an old hat left on the bank, not moving, morning still. The canal and the birds doing what they will in the morning, quiet before the boat traffic starts. flatten the slow canal path, morning birds, the morning flow. Made it on a Sunday afternoon. The playlist for the morning, the right tune. For the getting up and the making of, the coffee and the breakfast and the love of the morning translated into songs. The morning playlist where the day belongs. Before it starts, volume 1, track 1. Morning playlist, morning just begun. First track, always something with a beat that isn't too aggressive for the feet. Someone newly awake, a groove that eases in, that finds a morning move. Before demanding it, the first track, knowing that the morning body needs the going. Slow into the rhythm, the volume 1 of the morning playlist, morning gun. Morning playlist, volume 1, play it through the kitchen and the getting dressed and the new day assembling itself around the songs. The morning playlist holding all the wrongs of the previous day outside the room. The morning playlist filling up the bloom of the morning with the chosen sounds. Morning playlist volume 1 around. By track 3 I'm fully in the morning. The playlist having done its quiet dawning of the kitchen with the right sound, the right tempo for the coffee and the light coming in the window at this angle. The morning playlist refusing to mangle the morning with anything too loud. Morning playlist, morning and the clouds, volume 1, play it through the kitchen and the getting dressed and the new day assembling itself around the songs. The morning playlist holding all the wrongs of the previous day outside the room. The morning playlist filling up the bloom of the morning with the chosen sounds. Morning playlist volume 1 the rounds. The playlist stands before I'm out the door, which is the right length, nothing more required of the morning music than the getting ready spend. The morning plan from the first track to the last, the songs carrying me from the bed where morning belongs, at first to the door where the day begins. The morning playlist, morning wins. The curated morning is a different morning from the morning that arrives without adorning, without the chosen soundtrack. The morning plain is good, but the morning playlist adds a strain of something intentional, something made by the Sunday version of you who laid out the morning soundtrack, track by track. The Sunday you give and the weekday back. It's morning in a better form, the gift of the playlist being the morning lift of something prepared, something ready, something waiting. Morning already, knowing what it sounds like before it starts. The morning playlist, the finest of the arts of the small daily life, the curated minute of the morning, gladly faded to be what the morning is by the song. The first track and the morning carrying along the second and the third into the day. The morning playlist, the morning way of waking up with something good already in the speaker, something warm and ready to meet the morning and to make it more than morning. The morning playlist, the door between the night before and the day ahead. The morning playlist, morning and the thread of sound running through the getting dressed. The morning playlist, morning at its best. I am to fly you through the kitchen and the getting dressed and the new day assembling itself around the songs. The morning playlist holding all the wrongs of the previous day outside the room. The morning playlist filling up the bloom of the morning with the chosen sounds. Morning playlist volume 1 the rounds. Morning playlist volume 1. The last track fades as the door closes. The morning playlist standing where it poses, its final note against the outside air. the songs inside the apartment there, still echoing in the empty kitchen. The morning playlist, the morning stitching of the night before into the day ahead. The morning playlist, the morning set, everything it had to say in songs. The morning playlist where the day belongs. Every light went green from the first block. The morning and the timing in the lockstep with each other, green to green to green. The finest time morning walk I've seen in years of walking this same route. The lights all reading my pace and making the rights and lefts and straights all open. The morning, green light and good timing, no warning. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, the green light morning gives the morning buzz of everything aligned, of being in the exact right pace to always win the light before it changes up the walk, becoming a kind of morning talk between the body and the infrastructure. Green light, good timing, morning feature. Green light, good timing, morning flow. Everything is moving everywhere to go. The lights are reading where I am. The morning and the traffic program, both working in my favor today. Green light, good timing, morning way of saying yes to everything ahead. Green light, good timing, morning thread. I notice it at the third intersection, the third green light in the morning section of the walk, and then the fourth, and then I'm counting them. The morning's end of the consecutive green, the fun of time and luck, the morning sun on every crossing as I walk through free. Green light, good timing just for me. Green light, good timing, morning flow. Everything is moving everywhere to go. The lights are reading where I am. The morning and the traffic program, both working in my favor today. Green light, good timing, morning way of saying yes to everything ahead. Green light, good timing, morning thread. By the seventh green, I'm almost laughing. The morning and the lights are making laughing possible at 7 in the morning on a Wednesday. The lights are dawning, the walk with their consecutive green. The finest time morning walk, the scene of someone walking through 7 greens. Green light, good timing, morning means. The green light morning is the city's gift to the one who happens to be in the drift of the right pace on the right morning. When the signals give the signal a dawning of the route with green instead of red. The morning open all the way ahead without the stop, without the wait. The green light morning never late, never pausing at the corner for the red to change. Just through the door of each intersection, the morning flowing through the city like it's always knowing where the next green is. Like the walk has been pre-cleared. The morning talk between the city and the body set to perfect sync. The morning yet to give a red. The green lights are running, the timing and the morning stunning in their alignment. The consecutive gift of the green light morning, the morning lift of everything going the way it goes. When the timing's right and the morning knows your pace and meets it green to green. The finest time morning I have seen. Green light, good timing, morning flow. Everything is moving everywhere to go. The lights are reading where I am. The morning and the traffic program, both working in my favor today. Green light, good timing, morning way of saying yes to everything ahead. Green light, good timing, morning just a walk, the finest morning city talk, between the body and the open road. The green light morning light is low. I added it on a Tuesday for no reason, just a pinch of cardamom, a morning seasoning that changed the coffee into something close to what they serve in the place I love the most. 2 neighborhoods over, the small cafe where the cardamom coffee started my day. 3 years ago, I've been chasing it since. Cardamom in the coffee, morning convince. The cardamom pod cracked between the fingers. The smell of it already morning lingers. Before it hits the grind, the spice releasing into the kitchen air, the morning ceasing to be just any morning and becoming something with the history. The humming of the cardamom through the coffee, warm cardamom in the coffee morning form. Cardamom in the coffee morning spice, something that makes the ordinary nice in a way that takes it somewhere else. The cardamom on the morning shelf, between the cumin and the cinnamon, the morning coffee's finest vitamin of flavor. Cardamom in the cup, cardamom in the coffee, morning up. The ratio is the thing, too much and the spice becomes the whole story. No longer nice as a background note, but the whole song. The cardamom too prominent, too long in the finish. The coffee overwhelmed, the morning cardamom carefully helmed into the background where it adds its warmth. Cardamom in the coffee morning north, cardamom in the coffee morning spice, something that makes the ordinary nice in a way that takes it somewhere else. The cardamom on the morning shelf, between the cumin and the cinnamon, the morning coffee's finest vitamin of flavor. Cardamom in the cup, cardamom in the coffee, morning up. I take it to the window with both hands around the cup. The morning understands something different today because of the spice. The window and the cardamom coffee nice in the way that takes you somewhere for a moment. The morning giving more than the usual with a pinch of green. Cardamom in the coffee morning scene. The spice route ran through the morning long before the coffee did. The ancient song of cardamom in the trade when carried from the coast to the kitchen, married to the coffee only later. The meeting of the two, a morning completing something neither had alone. The bean and the pod, the roasted and the green, the coffee and the cardamom combining into the morning cup. The morning shining with the warmth that has a history in it. Every cardamom morning has a minute of the ancient in it. The spice road, the morning carrying the whole load of its travels in a single pod. The cracked cardamom and the coffee odd and perfect together. Morning bright, the cardamom and the coffee morning light up somewhere else, somewhere with the smell of spice in the air and something to tell about the morning and the cup and the way the cardamom changes the whole day. Before it started, the pinch of green, cardamom in the coffee morning scene. Through the lens of the spice, the flavor, the place, the cafe, 2 neighborhoods over the face of the morning that started this. 3 years of cardamom mornings, morning cheers. Cardamom in the coffee morning spice, something that makes the ordinary nice in a way that takes it somewhere else. The cardamom on the morning shelf, between the cumin and the cinnamon, the morning coffee's finest vitamin of flavor. Cardamom in the cup, cardamom in the coffee, morning up. Cardamom in the coffee. The cup goes down, the cardamom stays on the palate through the morning haze into the first hour of the day ahead. The spice inside the morning, green and red and warm in the chest where the coffee went. The cardamom morning, the The rain against the window woke me first. Before the alarm, the morning at its worst. Weather-wise, but not in any other way. The rain just rained, the morning still the day. Worth getting into, the umbrella by the door. Already pointing at the morning, more than ready. The rain doing what rain does. The morning's still going, morning because I dress for it, the waterproof, the boot that doesn't mind the puddle, the commute. In the rain, a different kind of morning. Not better or worse, just another adorning of the same streets with a different feeling. The rain on the umbrella, the morning ceiling. A cloud not stopping anything but dry. Rainy morning, still going the why. Rainy morning, still going out. The umbrella and the waterproof, no doubt. The rain is just the weather, not the day. The morning and the rain, the morning's way of being interesting without the sun. The rainy morning, the going out in one of the finest mornings. Raining all rainy morning, still going, standing tall. The cafe is fuller on the rainy morning. Everyone having needed the adorning, the warmth and shelter. The cafe rain morning, more populated. The refrain of the rainy morning cafe, loud with umbrellas dripping and the crowd of rain escapes the window steam. The rainy morning cafe, morning dreams. Rainy morning, still going out. The umbrella and the waterproof, no doubt. The rain is just the weather, not the day. The morning and the rain, the morning's way of being interesting without the sun. The rainy morning, the going out in one of the finest mornings. Raining all rainy morning, still going, standing tall. The puddles on the cobblestones reflect the morning sky. The rain reflected version of the clouds above the street, doubling the gray into something sweet and silver. The rainy morning having its own beauty. The morning saving its best light for the puddle in the wet. The rainy morning, nothing to regret. The rainy morning, test the going out. Ask whether you're the kind without a doubt about the value of the wet. Commute the soaked cuff, the not yet dry umbrella, fine in the bag. The why of going out when staying in was possible. The rainy morning is the most honest pull on the commitment to the day. The rain says, are you sure? Says it again against the window. Gives you the option of the stay, the duvet, the soft adoption of the inside over the outside wet. And the answer every morning, yeah, it has been the going out, the boot, the umbrella and the waterproof. The route through the rain to the cafe and the cup. The rainy morning, still going up and out and through the rain toward the day that waits beyond the port sky. The rainy morning, standing tall, the going out regardless. Best of all, the morning choices, the rain or shine. The rainy morning, going out the fine art of the morning, regardless of the weather. The umbrella and the waterproof together, making the rain just the way the day decides to start. The rainy morning way. Rainy morning, still going out. The umbrella and the waterproof, no doubt. The rain is just the weather, not the day. The morning and the rain, the morning's way of being interesting without the sun. The rainy morning, the going out in one of the finest mornings. Raining all rainy morning, still going, standing tall. Rainy morning, still going. The umbrella shakes outside the cafe door. The morning rain still going. Nothing more to do but dry the hands and pour the cup. The rainy morning, fully showing up despite the weather, because of the weather. The umbrella and the morning boot together, walking through the rain toward the day. The rainy morning, the finest way. The sign says open at 8:30 sharp. The second-hand bookshop, the morning heart of pages turned and spines read in the aisle before the rest of the street has found its style of being open. The bookshop always looking for the morning can't decide the hand pulling the spine that catches the eye. The morning bookshop matches mood with book in ways that feel designed but aren't just the morning's open mind, needing the shelf at exactly the right height. Secondhand bookshop, morning light. Secondhand bookshop before 9, the best morning of the week when all the rest of the street is still deciding whether to open yet. The bookshop all together, ready, the door open, the spine's out, the morning and the books, no doubt, the finest place to start the day. Second-hand bookshop before 9, my way. I buy one thing, never more than one. The morning bookshop discipline is done by the single book rule, the one thing limit that makes the finding better. The minute of choosing, carrying more weight when there is only one. The morning great with the single secondhand found. The bookshop morning, the book, the ground. Secondhand books carry mornings in them, other people's mornings, the slim margin notes and the turned down corners, the previous reader's mourners of the good page, the underlined sentence that someone else's mind found worth the marking, worth the line beneath it, the second hand in mine. Now the book passing from hand to hand through the bookshop, and the understanding that the book has been here before, has been inside someone else's door at morning, has been read in other lights by other morning lovers of the same story. The second-hand book, the morning's most human handshake, the passing of the thing you love to someone else who love it, shoved into the second-hand bookshop shelf for the morning reader, finding themselves in need of something that has already been through other mornings, ready to be someone's morning again. Second-hand bookshop, the morning rain of other people's readings on the page. The morning bookshop, the morning stage for the continuing story of the book. The second-hand morning, one more look at the shelf before I take my one into the morning. The bookshop done with me until next week, the book begun. Second-hand bookshop before 9, the best morning of the week when all the rest of the street is still deciding whether to open yet. The bookshop all together, ready, the door open, spines out, the morning and the books, no doubt, the finest place to start the day. Second-hand bookshop before 9, my way. Second-hand bookshop before 9, the door swings shut behind me and the street receives me with my morning bookshop treat of the one found book, the spine already familiar in the hand, the morning ready to be read into, to be continued from wherever the last morning sinewed itself into the story. The second-hand book and the morning hand in hand, into the day, into the page, into the light of the street after the bookshop morning bright. The apron goes on and the notebook too, into the pocket on the left, a new page already marked from yesterday. The morning kitchen and the notebook say what you need to say before the eggs are on, before the morning bakes. For your full attention, notebook out, the apron pocket morning, no doubt. I keep the notebook in the apron pocket for the morning thoughts that come like a rocket, between the cracking of the egg and the pour of the coffee, the thoughts that come before I'm ready for them. The morning kitchen thoughts that need the writing or they're widen into the day and lose their shape. The apron pocket notebook, the escape. Notebook in the apron pocket, morning writes itself between the breakfast and the lights, coming on fully in the waking head. The notebook and the apron, the unsaid things finding their way to the page, between the butter and the morning stage of making something good. Notebook near, notebook in the apron pocket, morning clear. rhythm in the stirring of the pan in the morning kitchen. The hand moving the eggs around while the mind moves the morning thoughts to find up the idea between the egg and the toast. The morning beg for a pen and the apron supplies the notebook and the morning sunrise. Notebook in the apron pocket, morning writes itself between the breakfast and the lights, coming on fully in the waking head. The notebook and the apron, the unsaid things finding their way to the page. Between the butter and the morning stage, I'm making something good. Notebook near, notebook in the apron pocket. Morning clear, I write 3 lines between the toast pop and the butter. The morning doesn't stop for the notebook, but the notebook fits between the morning beats, the morning bits of time between the making steps. The notebook in the apron pocket keeps everything the morning kitchen thought between the egg and butter caught. The kitchen is the morning's thinking room before the office and its thinking gloom of the scheduled and the structured thought. The kitchen morning thinks without the art of any agenda. The morning mind is loose in the kitchen, the best kind of thinking, the unscheduled and the free. The notebook in the apron pocket, me in the morning and the eggs and the idea that came between the crack in the superior thought that visits the kitchen and not the desk. The morning kitchen thought that lives in the apron pocket, in the between of the making steps, the finest morning scene of the notebook and the kitchen in the hand that writes between the breakfast and the planned meal of the morning. The notebook in the apron pocket, the morning begin of everything the day will try to think more formally, more dressed. The kitchen link between the sleeping mind and the working one. The apron pocket notebook. Morning dawn, apron pocket, minutes itself between the breakfast and the lights, coming on fully in the waking head. The notebook and the apron, the unsaid things finding their way to the page. Between the butter and the morning stage, I'm making something good. Notebook near, notebook in the apron pocket. Morning clear, notebook in the apron pocket. The apron comes off at the end of the meal. The notebook in the pocket, the real thoughts of the morning kitchen, still inside the pages of the apron pocket. Right into the day, into the desk, the note from the morning kitchen, the morning note between the eggs and the toast and the pork. The notebook in the apron, nothing more required of the morning than the thought between the making steps, the morning caught. In the notebook in the apron pocket there, the morning kitchen thinking, morning care. The alarm at 5, the shoes already tied in my head before I've opened wide my eyes. The half marathon today, the morning built specifically this way for the running in the distance and the crowd of other early morning people out with their energy and their numbered bibs. The half marathon morning, all its fibs. I eat the banana at 5:15, the most functional breakfast I have seen or eaten. Nothing beautiful about the pre-race banana, just the route to the starting line and the energy for the 13 miles ahead of me. The banana, the morning, the half race, the starting line morning, finding my place. Half marathon Saturday, here we go. The morning and the miles, the ebb and flow of the run, the crowd, the numbered bib. The half marathon morning, nothing glib about the distance, nothing easy said about the 13 miles that lie ahead. Half marathon Saturday, feet on the road, the morning and the running, the finest code. The finest code. The start line is at 7. I arrive at 6:45, still mostly alive. To the morning, the banana doing minutes worth. The crowd of runners, everyone a quirk of gear and strategy and morning face. The half marathon bringing every place in the body into the morning's account. The half marathon morning, the full amount. Half marathon Saturday, here we go. The morning and the miles, the ebb and flow. The run, the crowd, the numbered bid. The half marathon morning, nothing good about the distance, nothing easy said about the 13 miles that lie ahead. Half marathon Saturday, feet on the road. The morning and the running, the finest code. By mile 6, the morning has become something the body makes. The steady hum of the maintained pace. The morning inside the run now, not around at the stride. The morning's whole expression, the breath. The half marathon morning between life and the full effort. The distance, the mile markers passing. The half marathon style. There is a morning that belongs only to the runner and the road, the lonely. First mile giving way to the found rhythm. The morning and the ground beneath the feet becoming one long conversation. The morning song of the half marathon. The miles that pass in the body's own styles of effort. The uphill morning, the flat, the downhill morning, and the stat of the finish time becoming something that doesn't matter. The running being the point, the morning being the whole run, the morning seeing everything from inside the effort. Half marathon morning, the softest, hardest, best, most moving thing. The morning and the running bring together into one long moving meditation. Morning proving that the body and the morning road together carry every load into something lighter. Mile by mile, the half marathon morning smile. Half marathon Saturday. Half marathon Saturday. Half marathon Saturday. The half marathon Saturday. Half marathon Saturday. The half marathon Saturday. Half marathon Saturday. The half marathon Saturday. The finish line arrives when it arrives. The morning and the running, all the lives of miles behind me now. The bib, the banana and the morning, the fib. That 13 miles is manageable, and the truth that it is the singular half marathon morning done and through. The morning and the running, me and you. The toast rack on the table, 4 slots full. The morning having done its finest pull toward the old-fashioned and the slightly formal. The toast rack morning, anything but normal. In the best way, the rack chrome and slim. The toast standing upright along the rim of the morning table. Something my grandmother had, and now I have toast rack, no bother. I found it in a secondhand shop on a Saturday and couldn't stop myself from buying it. The chrome's still bright, the 4 slots perfect in the morning light for keeping toast from getting soft and sad against the plate. The toast rack making glad the breakfast table with its light formality. The toast rack morning warm and small reality. Toast rack morning, 4 slices tall. The chrome catching the morning light and all. The butter waiting in the dish beside the toast upright. The morning dignified by the rack and by the ritual of the maid. The toast rack morning, always unafraid to be a little more than just the plate. Toast rack morning, never running late. The toast stays crispier in the rack, the steam escaping from the back. In front of each slice standing there, exposed to all the morning air. On both sides simultaneously, the rack, the secret to the toast that doesn't slack into the soggy, into the soft defeat of the plate lying toast. The rack complete. Toast rack morning, 4 slices tall. The chrome catching the ritual of the maid, the toast rack morning. Always unafraid to be a little more than just the plate. Toast rack morning, never running late. I butter them in order, left to right. The toast rack morning, doing everything right. The marmalade after the tea beside the toast rack. In the morning, dignified in the way that breakfast rarely is on a weekday. The toast rack gives the morning table something worth the sitting. The toast rack morning, always fitting. My grandmother had the toast rack out every morning without a doubt, or a question about whether it was worth the small extra step of getting forth. The rack from the cupboard, setting it on the table, transferring the bit of toast from toaster to the chrome. The toast rack was the morning's home for everything that came out brown and needed to cool without falling down into the soft. The rack, the morning's friend since before the warning. Signs of convenience took the rack away from most tables, sending back the toast to the plate where it sat and steamed itself soggy just like that. The toast rack is the morning stand against the soft, the morning hand extended to the toast with care. The rack, the chrome, the morning there, the four slots and the upright toast. The morning's finest breakfast host. The toast rack morning, warm and slim, the morning light along the rim. Toast rack morning, 4 slices tall, the chrome catching the morning light and all. The butter waiting in the dish beside the toast, upright the morning, dignified by the rack and by the ritual of the maid. The toast rack morning, always unafraid to be a little more than just the plate. Toast rack morning, never running late. Toast rack morning, the rack goes back into the cupboard clean. The finest breakfast accessory I've seen. The 4 slots empty, chrome still bright. The toast rack morning done exactly right. The butter dish beside the empty rack. The morning having given everything back in the form of toast that stayed crisp and true. The toast rack morning, always coming through. The thermometer's at 12 degrees. The sky said possibly a morning breeze. The jacket hook said denim, not the heavy coat. The season's saying something worth a note about the in-between, the not quite cold, not quite warm. The morning story told by the denim jacket on the hook the day. Denim jacket, weather underway. There is a perfect temperature for denim, a morning neither too far nor from the comfortable. The 12-degree denim jacket morning, finally free of the heavy winter and not yet into the too warm summer where you get the jacket off by 10. The denim day is the finest morning temperature, I say. Denim jacket weather morning right, not too warm and not too cold and bright. The 12-degree kind of day that calls for the denim on the hook. The halls of the morning walked in the lightest layer that still keeps you warm. The morning air against the denim, the morning through. Denim jacket weather morning new. I zip it halfway up and leave the rest open to the morning. The denim test of how cold it really is confirmed by the zip height the morning learned through the denim jacket, through the feel of 12 degrees against the real skin at the collar where the zip ends. Denim jacket weather the morning bends. Denim jacket weather morning right, not too warm and not too cold and bright. The 12-degree kind of day that calls for the denim on the hook. The halls of the morning walked in the lightest layer that still keeps you warm. The morning air against the denim, the morning through. Denim jacket weather morning new. By 10 I'll be too warm the denim zone into the sleeve. Rolled up afternoon, but I'll receive the denim morning for as long as it lasts. The 12-degree morning, moving fast. The denim jacket has a season's worth of mornings in it, from the earth thawing out in the early spring to the autumn mornings. Everything goes denim again after the summer of the t-shirt and the hot and dumber choices forced by heat on the morning hook. The denim jacket, the morning's finest look. For the in-between, for the almost warm, for the transition out of the cold storm of winter into the softer thing that follows it. The denim jacket, spring and autumn morning, the 12-degree sweet spot between the coat and nothing hidden, the dot of the ideal layer. The jacket says this is the finest of the morning days. The denim morning, crisp and open wide, the 12-degree morning, denim inside. Plan for the in-between, the morning fine. The denim jacket weather, yours and mine. Denim jacket weather, morning light, the mind. Not too warm and not too cold and bright. The 12-degree kind of day that calls for the denim on the hook. The halls of the morning, walked in the lightest layer that still keeps you warm. The morning air against the denim, the morning through. Denim jacket weather, morning. Denim jacket weather, the denim jacket on the hook at noon. The morning temperature spent too soon into the warmer afternoon. The denim jacket waiting for the moon to bring the evening cool, to bring the denim back into its morning ring of usefulness. The jacket patient there, the denim jacket, 12-degree morning air. Someone drew an arrow in the night, in yellow chalk pointing left and bright, enough to have survived the dew. The morning chalk sign something new, to follow or ignore the morning street. Already full of decisions at my feet. The chalk arrow, the morning, the left turn, the chalk sign on the pavement, morning learn. I follow the chalk arrow, why not? The day is open enough to let an arrow say which way to go at this particular junction of the morning. The arrow's only functions to point, not to explain. The left turn is suggesting, leaving me bereft of nothing. The morning wide enough for chalk arrows, for the small stuff. Chalk sign on the pavement, morning fine. The arrow pointing forward, leaving behind the route I would have taken otherwise. The chalk sign in the morning, a surprise. Oh, of the small navigational kind. The pavement writing something to the mind that's willing to be written to this early. Chalk sign on the pavement, morning clearly, offering a different way to go. The arrow leads me to a street I've passed 100 times but never walked the last block before the park. I know a lane between two walls that I thought was plain and residential, but opens at the end into a small square where the morning bends around a fountain not yet running dry. The chalk sign, morning catching the eye. Chalk sign on the pavement, morning find. The arrow pointing forward, leaving behind the route I would have taken otherwise. The chalk sign in the morning, a surprise. Oh, of the small navigational kind. The pavement writing something to the mind that's willing to be written to this early. Chalk sign on the pavement, morning clearly, offering a different way to go. I don't know who drew the arrow or why, or where the chalk trail goes from here. The sky above the small square is the same blue morning. Sky is everywhere, no special warning or reward at the end of the chalk arrow. trail is the point. The morning arrow into something interesting by the sign. The chalk arrow morning, yours and mine. The city writes itself in chalk sometimes, in temporary messages and rhymes, and arrows that the next rain will erase. The chalk, the morning's most ephemeral grace, written on the pavement before the sun has dried the dew, before the morning run of feet across it have worn it thin. The chalk sign morning, getting you into the street you didn't know was there, into the fountain square, into the rare encounter with the familiar made strange by a chalk arrow and a morning range. A possibility that was always just left, to where you always went, the trust in the chalk arrow, the finest kind of morning surrender of the plan. For the pointed to the arrow said go left, and the morning was left beautifully bereft of the usual. The chalk sign on the stone, the morning's finest, brightest unknown. Chalk sign on the pavement, morning fine. The arrow pointing forward, leaving behind the route I would have taken otherwise. The chalk sign and the morning, a surprise of the small navigational kind. The pavement writing something to the mind that's willing to be written to this early. Chalk sign on the pavement, morning clearly, offering a different way to go. Chalk sign on the pavement, the chalk sign fades behind me as I go to the main street. The morning flow of the usual route resuming, but the chalk arrow morning stays. The cut left into the fountain square remains inside the morning that the chalk sign gains a permanence in the temporary mark, the lasting morning. The chalk sign, the arc of the arrow pointing into the day. The chalk sign on the pavement, morning way. I know it isn't breakfast, strictly speaking, but the morning hours haven't needed seeking out a different kind of comfort, something warm and plain and simple, past the breakfast norm of eggs and toast and all the usual. The morning calling for the unusual, the butter noodles in the bowl, the calm, the morning butter noodles, morning bomb. I boil the water at 7:15 for something that you haven't often seen on a breakfast table. The thin noodle dressed in butter, the morning's finest doodle of comfort outside the conventional. The butter noodles purely intentional as a morning choice, as the bowl of calm. The butter noodle morning, morning palm. Butter noodles bowl of calm right here. The morning asking for the simple, clear comfort of the butter and the warm. The breakfast that lives outside the norm of what you're supposed to eat at 8. The noodles and the butter on the plate, full and calm and morning buttered through. Butter noodles, bowl of calm, it's true. The butter melts before I've stirred it through. The noodles golden, cooling, nothing new required of the morning except this, a bowl of something warm. The morning bliss of the unconventional breakfast choice. The butter noodle morning finding its voice in the bowl, in the butter, in the quiet. The morning calm before the daily riot. Butter noodles bowl of calm right here. The morning asking for the simple, clear comfort of the buttered and the warm. The breakfast that lives outside the norm of what you're supposed to eat at 8. The noodles and the butter on the plate, bowl and calm and morning buttered through. Butter noodles, bowl of calm, it's true. I eat it at the window, the bowl warm against my hands. The morning in its form of whatever I needed it to be today, which was butter noodles and the way they feel in the bowl when the butter's in. And the morning is quiet and the thin noodles are exactly the right weight of comfort. The butter noodle morning, great. Breakfast is a morning conversation between the body and its expectation of what it needs to get through to the noon. And sometimes the body changes its tune from what convention says it should be having, from the eggs and the toast in the morning, laughing at the same choice. It's the same plate. The body sometimes wakes up and it's late for eggs. It wants something from a different breath of comfort taken at the window there. The butter noodle morning care of the self before the day decides what kind of morning really resides inside this day. The noodle set it first. The buttered morning, the quiet burst of calm before the calendar begins. The buttered noodles bowl of calm, it's true. Seven across is a 5-letter word for something that the morning always heard. Before the city woke, I've got the first 3 letters and the morning at its burst of early cafe, quiet corner table mine. The crossword and the coffee doing fine. Before I've answered anything correctly, the morning crossword corner table directly. I bring the crossword every Thursday here. The corner table cafe morning clear of anything except the grid and the clue, and the coffee and the morning coming through the window at the angle that it does. On Thursdays the light doing what it was doing last Thursday at this table too. The morning crossword corner table new. Morning crossword corner table Thursday here. Everything is quiet, everything is clear. 14 down is something I almost know. The morning giving me the letters slow. One by one, as the coffee warms the thought, the crossword and the morning jointly brought to this corner table, this cafe, this light. Morning crossword corner table just right. I get the long ones first, the ones that cross the whole grid, the ones where I'm not at a loss completely, where some letters from other words have given me a start. The crossing thirds and fourths of words I solved in other places. On the grid the crossword morning faces me with what I know and what I don't. The corner table morning always one. Morning crossword corner table Thursday here. Everything is quiet, everything is clear. 14 down is something I almost know. The morning giving me the letters slow. One by one, as the coffee warms the thought, the crossword and the morning jointly brought to this corner table, this cafe, this light. Morning crossword corner table just right. By the second cup I finish most of it. The bottom right's still empty, the small bit that always beats me. The crossword's way of keeping something for itself. The day not fully solved, the grid not fully done. The morning crossword, most of it won. Enough for Thursday, enough for the corner table morning. The crossword, the mourner. There is a pleasurable difficulty in the crossword that the morning's most licitly paired with something that requires the slow accumulation of what you know, applied against a grid of what you don't. The crossword morning says I won't give you everything at once. The clue is a clue, not the answer. Figure through the word play and the definition and the letters crossing from the other hand of the grid where you've already won. Something that gives you the first or the one in the middle of the word you're stuck on now. The crossword morning teaching you the how of patient application of the wait for the letter that unlocks the gate of the answer. The crossing word, the morning crossword, letter by letter heard into the quiet of the corner table. The crossword morning, the finest fable of the mind at work before the day asked anything of it. The morning crosses, the corner table, the morning losses, and the wins, the grid, the coffee, the light, the morning crossword corner table, right? Morning crossword corner table, Thursday here. Everything is quiet, everything is clear. Everything is 14 down is something I almost know. The morning giving me the letters slow, one by one, as the coffee warms the thought. Or crossword and the morning jointly brought to this corner table, this cafe, this light. Morning crossword corner table just right. Morning crossword corner table the crossword falls back into the bag. The corner table morning doesn't lag behind itself. It's done what it came for. The crossword almost finished, nothing more required of the morning than the grid and the coffee and the corner table did their job. The morning crossword Thursday done. The corner table morning almost won. I started kneading the dough at 6, before the morning found its usual fix of complicated. Before the phone had anything to say, the dough alone in my hands, and the counter and the flour. The 6 o'clock, the finest morning hour for the busy hands that quiet the mind. Busy hands, easy mind, morning find. There is a meditation in the made by hand, the morning's finest escapade into the physical from the cerebral. The hands doing something ancestral and simple while the mind steps back from the to-do list and the rack of things requiring thought. The hands take over. Busy hands, easy mind, morning moreover. Busy hands, easy mind, morning here. The hands at work make everything clear that was complicated in the head. Before the dough, before the bread, before the hands found something real to do. The morning's finest deal is the busy hand and the mind gone quiet. Busy hands, easy mind, morning riot of the simple over the complex. I need for 10 minutes, not less. The dough resisting at first, and then yes, giving in to the rhythm of the push and fold. The morning kitchen hush filled with the soft percussion of the work. The busy hands, the morning's finest quirk that turns the complicated into plain. The easy mind after the busy rain. Busy hands, easy mind, morning here. The hands at work make everything clear that was complicated in the head. Before the dough, before the bread, before the hands found something real to do. The morning's finest deal is the busy hand and the mind gone quiet. Busy hands, easy mind, morning riot of the simple over the complex. By the time the dough is in the bowl, under the cloth to rise, the whole mind is clearer than it was at 6. The busy hands have done their morning tricks of simplification of the quiet. The easy mind that follows the riot of the hands on work, the made by hand. Busy hands, easy mind, understand. The hands have been the mind's best friend since before language, since the blend of thought and making was the only way to process anything. The clay, the dough, the wood, the woven thing. The busy hands have always been the mind's finest morning therapist. The hands on work, the morning's gist of what it means to start the day, not in the head but in the clay of the physical. The touch, the make, the morning, and the busy hands sake of quieting the mental noise with something real. The morning poise that comes from 10 minutes of dough, from something the hands already know how to do without the mind's instruction. The busy hands morning, the construction of the easy mind that follows after the kneading and the fold and the laughter of simplicity. The hands at work, the morning's finest, most reliable quirk. The busy hands, the easy mind's beginning. The morning made the dough still rising. make everything clear that was complicated in the head. Before the dough, before the bread, before the hands found something real to do. The morning's finest steel is the busy hand and the mind gone quiet. Busy hands, easy mind, morning riot of the simple over the complex. Busy hands, easy mind. The dough is rising under the cloth. The hands are clean and the morning soft. Inside the head where it was complicated. Before the hands got busy, before it waited for the hands to take it over. The mind quiet now, the morning, the finest kind of busy and of easy all at once. The hands and the dough and the morning stunts of simplicity. The bread to come, the busy hands, morning easy done. The curtain moving when I woke this morning. No wind outside to give me any warning. Just the curtain lifting soft and slow. In the room where I left the window open last night before I fell asleep. The outside air inside the morning keep of the overnight breeze still coming through. Someone left the window open, me and you. The room is cool in the way that only rooms with overnight windows are cool. The fumes of the city softened by the hours between the window open and the flowers. The morning coming through with the air washed by the night into something that has squashed all the harder edges, left the soft. Someone left the window open, morning aloft. Someone left the window open overnight, and now the morning is already inside. Before I've done anything to let it in, the outside air already wearing thin. The inside air into something new. A room that's half outside, the morning through. The curtain and the cool and the soft breeze. Someone left the window open, morning ease. I lie there for a moment in the cool of the overnight window. The morning school of air already teaching me the day will be fine. The outside air saying it's morning way that everything outside is ready. Everything is bringing its best. The air, the advanced party sent by the morning. Someone left the window meant. Someone left the window open overnight, and now the morning is already inside. Before I've done anything to let it in, the outside air already wearing thin. The inside air into something new. A room that's half outside, the morning through. The curtain and the cool and the soft breeze. Someone left the window open, morning ease. The sparrow on the outer sill arrives at 7. As it does, the morning thrives on its small attendance. The sparrow there as if it knew the window would be where it always is at 7, open, cool. The sparrow and the window and the rule of morning in this room. The bird outside. Someone left the window open, morning inside. There is a gift in the forgotten window, in the left open overnight. The inflow of the outside before you've chosen it, before you made the morning the conscious hit of the button. The decision to engage with the air, the morning, the open page of the day ahead. The window left open does the morning's work before you've spoken a single word to it, before you've said good morning to anything. The bed still warm around you and the curtain moving. Already the morning proving its intentions, its warmth, its cool-edged care. The morning already in the room, in the air. The window open and the sparrow there, and the cool of last night still inside. The rare gift of the forgotten window, the best morning alarm, the overnight left test of what the morning is without the trying. Someone left the window open, the morning flying, and before hesitation free. The open window morning, you and me. Someone left the window open overnight. Ooh. And now the morning is already inside. Before I've done anything to let it in, the outside air already wearing thin. The inside air into something new. A room that's half outside, the morning through. The curtain and the cool and the soft breeze. Someone left the window open. Morning ease. Someone left the window open. The window stays open through the morning hour. Curtain lifting with the morning power of the breeze that comes and goes and comes. The morning in the room, the morning hums through the open window. Through the curtain white, the sparrow gone. The morning fully bright and warm now. The cool of overnight already gone, but the window's still open right through the morning into the day. Someone left the window open the finest way. The board flips to platform 3 at 7. The morning commute, its own kind of heaven. For those who find the rhythm and the routine of the platform and the train and the in-between. The standing and the waiting and the arrive of the train that keeps the morning schedule alive. Platform 3, the morning train is near. The finest destination from right here. I know this platform like I know the hall of my own apartment. Every wall and bench and vending machine and the place where the gap in the shelter shows the face of the sky above the tracks at this angle. The morning platform, the daily tangle, a familiar end of here we go again. Platform 3, the morning and the rain. Platform 3, morning train on time. The day beginning with the commuter rhyme. A beeping door and find a seat and sit. The morning train, the part I've come to fit into the shape of starting any day. Platform 3, the morning underway, the train arriving, taking me along. Platform 3, the morning's finest song. The same 3 people are here every morning. The woman with a red bag, the morning adorning of her coat with the pin that changes weekly. The man who reads the actual paper meekly, folded to 1/4 of its size. The student with the headphones and the eyes, already somewhere else, the 4 of us. Platform 3, the morning without fuss. Platform 3, morning train on time. The day beginning with the commuter rhyme. A beeping door and find a seat and sit. The morning train, the part I've come to fit into the shape of starting any day. Platform 3, the morning underway, the train arriving, taking me along. Platform 3, the morning's finest song. I had my seat, the one beside the door. On the left, the one I've taken more times than I can count across the years of this commute. The morning that appears the same and different, always. Platform 3, the train arriving right on time for me. The morning commute, the ritual, the track, the platform and the train and the going back. There is a comfort in the scheduled and the known, in the platform number you have made your own by simply showing up at the same time, day after day, until the morning rhyme of your arrival and the train's arrival becomes a thing that needs no conscious trial to execute. The body knowing it before the mind confirms the platform fit into the morning like a key into a lock. The platform and the train and you, an arrangement made by repetition, not by any conscious decision, but by the slow repetition of the mornings and their routine, the love of the familiar, of the platform 3, of the 712 that waits for me, and all the other morning regulars who make this platform theirs. The morning blurs between the individuals and the share, the platform and the morning mutually declared, a place where the day begins on time. Platform 3, the morning and its rhyme. Platform 3, morning train on time. The day beginning with the commuter rhyme. A beep and over, find a seat and sit. The morning train, the part I've come to fit into the shape of starting any day. Platform 3, the morning underway, the train arriving, taking me along. Platform 3, the morning's finest song. Platform 3, morning train. The doors close and the platform disappears behind the train, behind the morning years of this exact commute. The track ahead, the morning and the train, and the thread of routine that connects the home to the day. Platform 3, the morning knot that stays tied through every season, every year. Platform 3, the morning starts right here. I made the granola Sunday night and woke to it still smelling right. Of oats and honey toasted in the oven. The week ahead already something loving. Before it started, something made with care. That Monday morning found inside the air of the kitchen, granola on the shelf. A morning gift I gave my future self. I pour it in the bowl and add the milk, and something about the texture soft as silk. In the places where the oats have soaked, and crunchy where the clusters haven't broke down yet into the morning liquid. Both textures at once, the morning taking oath to be interesting before it's fully here. Granola and good news, morning clear. Granola and good news, bold and bright. The morning earning everything inside. A message from a friend, a headline small and good for once, or something in the hall of the morning that arrived unasked. Granola and good news, the morning tasked with nothing hard, just the crunchy and the soft, and the good thing that arrived, the morning aloft. The good news came by message while I poured the milk, the kind of message that is stored immediately in the part of the chest that holds the things worth holding. All the rest of the morning better for its having come. The granola sweeter, the morning hum more harmonic. The light through the window more golden. The good news in the granola. Granola and good news, bold and bright. The morning earning everything inside. A message from a friend, a headline small and good for once, or something in the hall of the morning that arrived unasked. Granola and good news, the morning tasked with nothing hard, just the crunchy and the soft, and the good thing that arrived, the morning aloft. I read the message twice to make it last. The good news morning moving not too fast. Through the bowl, through the kitchen, through the light, everything is granola and alright. The day ahead already shaped by this. The morning and the good news and the bliss of something small and warm arriving free. Granola and good news for me. Good news in the morning changes things more than good news later in the day brings, because the morning is the frame for all the hours that come after. The footfall of the rest of the day walks on the ground that the morning laid. And if the ground is good news and granola and the sweet crunch of something made with care, the feed of the morning is already done before the second cup, before the sun is moved above the buildings into the high and full display of its mid-morning sky. The granola and the good news in the bowl, the morning setting up the day's whole soul for something better than it might have been without the good news, without the morning scene of the handmade granola and the light from a friend, a headline small and good for once, or something in the hall of the morning that arrived unasked. Granola and good news, the morning test, with nothing hard, just the crunchy and the soft, and the good thing that arrived, the morning aloft. Granola and good news. The bowl goes in the sink, the message saved, the morning by the good news largely paved into the day ahead. The granola done, the good news carrying me into the sun of the street outside. The day already warm from the inside, warm and steady, with the good news and the morning bowl. Granola and good news, the morning hold. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I printed it out last night the old way, a paper map for the walking of the day, through a neighborhood I'd never done on foot. The morning folded in my jacket, put beside the house keys and the carry cup. A paper map, the morning looking up at me from the fold lines, patient, ready. Folded map, open day already. I know I could use the phone, but this morning I wanted the paper, wanted the adorning of a day with something tangible and flat that I could hold up to the light like that, and trace the route with a finger slow across the printed streets. The way to go, decided by the hand before the feet. Folded map, the morning and the street. Folded map, open day, here I go into the neighborhood I don't yet know, on foot and with the paper in my hand. The morning asking nothing but to stand at each corner and decide which way. The folded map, and I will have our say about the route, the morning wide and free. Folded map, open day, just the map and me. I take the wrong turn at the first street left and find myself in something unexpected, bereft of any landmark that the map had shown, but full of something the map couldn't have known to put on it. A small courtyard with a tree in the middle of it, morning light and free of anyone else at this hour, just me and the wrong turn, morning, the map and the tree. Folded map, open day, here I go into the neighborhood I don't yet know, on foot and with the paper in my hand. The morning asking nothing but to stand at each corner and decide which way. The folded map, and I will have our say about the route, the morning wide and free. Folded map, open day, just the map and me. By the time I find the street I meant to take, the morning already well spent, on the wrong turn in the courtyard and the tree, and the two other detours that came free. With the paper map and its refusal to update itself, its own unusual relationship with the present. The paper map, the morning's finest navigational gap. There is a freedom in the paper map that the phone can't give. The phone's app will reroute you the moment you go wrong. The paper map just folds and comes along with you into the error, into the side street that was never the plan, the right or the wrong turn that becomes the best part of the morning, the unasked for quest into the place you didn't mean to be. The paper map says this is also the city, also worth the walk, and also there. The paper map, a morning open chair for sitting in uncertainty while walking through the night, the plan with style. The folded map, the finest morning tool, not for the accuracy but for the school of getting lost a little, fine in the tree in the courtyard, finding something here I go into the neighborhood I don't yet know. On foot and with the paper in my hand, the morning asking nothing but to stand at each corner and decide which way the folded map, and I will have our say about the route the morning wide and free. Folded map, open day, just the map and me. Folded map, open day. The map goes back into the jacket fold. The morning walk, the neighborhood told its stories to my feet and to my eyes. The folded map and all its wrong turn tries, already part of what the morning gave. The paper map, the morning's finest, safe from the perfectly efficient and direct. The folded map morning, the imperfect route that found the courtyard and the tree. The open day, the folded map and me. I printed it out last night the old way, a paper map for the walking of the day through a neighborhood I've never done on foot. The morning folded in my jacket, put beside the house keys and the carry cup. A paper map, the morning looking up at me from the fold lines, patient, ready. Folded map, open day already. I know I could use the phone, but this morning I wanted the paper, wanted the adorning of a day with something tangible and flat that I could hold up to the light like that, and trace the route with a finger slow across the printed streets, the way to go, decided by the hand before the feet. Folded map, the morning and the street. Folded map, open day, here I go into the neighborhood I don't yet know, on foot and with the paper in my hand. The morning asking nothing but to stand at each corner and decide which way the folded map, and I will have our say about the route the morning wide and free. Folded map, open day, just the map and me. Just the map and me. I take the wrong turn at the 3rd Street left and find myself in something unexpected, bereft of any landmark that the map had shown, but full of something the map couldn't have known. To put on it, a small courtyard with a tree in the middle of it, morning light and free of anyone else at this hour, just me and the wrong turn, morning, the map and the tree. Folded map, open day, here I go into the neighborhood I don't yet know, on foot and with the paper in my hand. The morning asking nothing but to stand at each corner and decide which way the folded map, and I will have our say about the route the morning wide and free. Folded map, open day, just the map and me. By the time I find the street I meant to take, the morning already well spent on the wrong turn in the courtyard and the tree, and the 2 other detours that came free. With the paper map and its refusal to update itself, its own unusual relationship with the present. The paper map, the morning's finest navigational gap. There is a freedom in the paper map that the phone can't give. The phone's app will reroute you the moment you go wrong. The paper map just folds and comes along with you into the error, into the side street that was never the plan, the right or the wrong turn that becomes the best part of the morning, the unasked request into the place you didn't mean to be. The paper map says this is also the city, also worth the walking, also there. The paper map, a morning open chair for sitting in uncertainty, a while walking through the night, the plan with style. The folded map, the finest morning tool, not for the accuracy but for the school of getting lost a little, finding the tree in the courtyard, finding something free in the error and the fold and the wrong turn. The paper map, the finest thing to learn, a morning from unfiltered and unguided, the day ahead completely undecided. Folded map, open day, here I go into the neighborhood I don't yet know, on foot and with the paper in my hand. The morning asking nothing but to stand at each corner and decide which way the folded map, and I will have our say about the route the morning wide and free. folded map mourning the imperfect road that found the courtyard and the tree. The open day, the folded map and me. Clicks on and the cup is ready. The morning warm and already steady inside my hand before I've left the door. The carry-on cup doing what it's for, which is holding the morning while I move through the street and into the morning groove of going somewhere with something good. The carry-on cup morning understood. I make the coffee just a little stronger when it's going in the cup a little longer. Steep because the walk will cool it some before I've finished it, before I've come to wherever the morning is taking me. The carry-on cup moving with me free through the street, the morning in transit. The carry-on cup, the morning habit. Carry-on cup, morning on the go, carrying the warm wherever I go. The coffee and the walking both at once. The morning and the moving, no affront to either. Both made better by the other. The carry-on cup, the morning's finest brother. To the stay and sit, a different kind. The morning carry-on cup, moving mind. The lid is good enough to drink through slow, without the spill, without the overflow of coffee down the front of what I'm wearing. The lid, the morning's finest act of caring about the clothing and the coffee both. The carry-on cup, taking the oath of getting the coffee to the destination, warm and unspilled. The morning's transportation. Carry-on cup, morning on the go, carrying the warm wherever I go. The coffee and the walking both at once. The morning and the moving, no affront to either. Both made better by the other. The carry-on cup, the morning's finest brother. To the stay and sit, a different kind. The morning carry-on cup, moving mind. I finish it at the corner before the door of wherever I'm heading. Want one more sip before the inside claims me from the morning street. The carry-on cup done, but still warm in the hand, still smelling right of the morning coffee in the morning light of whatever day this is. The cup has carried me as much as I picked up. The carry-on cup is a philosophy of the morning as a mobile thing of free movement through the city as a way of being in the morning and the day at once. Not one before the other, not the morning finish before the day is got its hands on you, but both at once. The walk and the coffee and the morning talk of the city around you as you go through it, caffeinated and in the flow of the moving world. The carry-on cup, the morning made portable, the morning up and moving with you through the street. The coffee and the walk, the morning complete, not at a table but in transit, free. The carry-on cup, morning, you and me, walking through the city, morning ride. The carry-on cup, the morning ride. Carry-on cup, carry-on cup, morning on the go, carrying the warm wherever I go. The coffee and the walking both at once. The morning and the moving, no affront to either. Both made better by the other. The carry-on cup, the morning's finest brother. To the stay and sit, a different kind. The morning carry-on cup, moving mind. Carry-on cup, carry-on cup, carry-on cup. The cup goes in the bag when it's done. The morning carrying on without the one warm thing in hand, but the warmth inside still going. The carry-on cup's quiet ride, continuing in the chest and in the step. The morning coffee, the morning kept going past the last sip into the day. The carry-on cup, morning on its way. The pavement holds the nights cool still in places. The shadow of the buildings leaving traces of cold across the stone, where the sun hasn't reached yet and where it has begun. To warm the open parts, the gold is deep and already warm beneath the feet. The morning pavement, two temperatures at once. Warm pavement, cool shadow, morning stunts. I step from cool to warm and back to cool. The morning pavement playing its own rule about alternating temperature beneath my feet. The shadow and the light bequeath different mornings to the different parts of the same street where the shadow starts. The pavement still belongs to last night there. The warm pavement ahead, the morning air. Warm pavement, cool shadow, morning walk. The street has got its own two-sided talk about what the morning is and isn't yet. The cool parts haven't fully woken set. Into the day, the warm part's already there. Ahead of schedule, morning everywhere in different stages. Warm pavement and cool. The morning street, its own two-temperature school. I stand deliberately in the warm, the sunny patch of morning in its form of heated stone beneath the soles. A small and simple pleasure, not complicated at all. Just standing in the morning warmth and feeling the pavement giving back what it's been stealing all night from yesterday's long afternoon. The warm pavement, the morning coming soon. Warm pavement, cool shadow, morning walk. The street has got its own two-sided talk about what the morning is and isn't yet. The cool parts haven't fully woken set. Into the day, the warm part's already there. Ahead of schedule, morning everywhere in different stages. Warm pavement and cool. The morning street, its own two-temperature school. By 9, the cool will be gone. The shadow pulled back by the sun to some meadow of late morning where shadows go in small. The whole street warm and equal. All the fall of light on pavement even and complete. But now the morning offers its bittersweet two-temperature gift, the cool and warm. The morning pavement finding its own form. The city morning has a texture that the afternoon doesn't. A thermostat that hasn't settled yet, that still holds both the night before and the day ahead. A growth between the two that belongs to neither fully. The morning pavement doing its unruly temperature dance between the cool of night and the warmth of the approaching light. I take my time across the two-tone street. The cool shadow surprising to the feet after the warm patch. The morning keeping its own internal weather. The city's sleeping and waking at the same time. Stone by stone, warm pavement, cool shadow, morning known only to the ones who walk this early, before the sun has sorted things out fairly between the lit and the shaded parts of town. The morning two-temperature, up and down. Warm pavement, cool shadow, morning walk. The street has got its own two-sided talk about what the morning is and isn't yet. The cool parts haven't fully woken set. To the day, the warm part's already there. Ahead of schedule, morning everywhere in different stages. Warm pavement and cool. existing in one place is the finest morning. But the morning face of the city, the transition, the between, the warmest, coolest morning I have seen. I pulled them out from the back of the shelf, the ones I saved for a day that itself deserved the good shoes. Something in the air this morning said today was worth the wear. Of the best ones, the ones with the slide heel and the leather that has found its way to feel like second skin across 3 years of occasional. The good shoes are morning positional. There is a psychology to the shoe you choose on any morning. What it's true to say about the kind of day you're in for, whether the day is soft or something thin, embracing or full on and needing all. The good shoes, confidence before the hall of the office or the city or the street. The good shoes, morning light on its feet. Good shoes, great day, that's the deal. The morning starting at the heel and working upward through the spine. The posture in the morning fine-tuned by the shoes before the first meeting, before the day has nourished itself into its full and final shape. Good shoes, great day, no escape from feeling good when the shoes are right. Good shoes, morning, broad daylight. I walk a little differently in these, the good shoes asking me to please stand up straighter, place the foot with more intention. Every put down of the heel, a considered thing. The good shoes turn in the morning into something more deliberate, more noticed, more the kind of morning worth the keeping for. Good shoes, great day, that's the deal. The morning starting at the heel and working upward through the spine. The posture in the morning fine-tuned by the shoes before the first meeting, before the day has nursed itself into its full and final shape. Good shoes, great day, no escape from feeling good when the shoes are right. Good shoes, morning, broad daylight. By afternoon, the good shoes are still good, still doing everything a good shoe should, which is hold the foot and tell the world that today was a day worth being unfurled into the full display of the best self. The good shoes taken down from the back shelf were the right call at 7 this morning. The good shoes, great day, no morning. We underestimate the shoes' effect on the morning. The morning's architect of mood and confidence and how the day is going to go. The shoe has a say in all of it before the coffee kicks in, before the morning playlist picks the right song for the walk from the door to wherever the morning is heading for. The good shoe is a morning decision made with the precision of a vision of the day you want to have. The you want to walk through the morning into. The good shoe says today I'm showing up before the coffee's even in the cup, before the alarm has finished its request. The good shoes on the shelf said do your best. Today is the day for the good pair. The morning and the good shoe already there. Good shoes, great day, that's the deal. The morning starting at the heel and working upward through the spine. The posture and the morning fine-tuned by the shoes before the first meeting, before the day has nursed itself into its full and final shape. Good shoes, great day, no escape from feeling good when the shoes are right. Good shoes, morning, broad daylight. Good shoes, great day. The good shoes by the door at the end of the day, still good, still ready to lend their confidence to tomorrow if required. The good shoes, morning, never tired of being the best pair on the shelf. The good shoes, the morning, the better self that shows up when the shoes are right. Good shoes, great day, morning light. You can see it directly from this street, the sunrise hidden where the rooftops meet. The sky somewhere behind the eastern wall of buildings, but the light of it sends all. It's gold ahead of itself like a signal. The sky goes pink and then the buildings kindle at the top edge, catching fire first. The sunrise behind the buildings, morning burst. I know it's there without the seeing of the actual disc. The actual love affair between the earth and sun is blocked by 6 floors of apartment. Morning docked behind the architecture hidden, but announcing itself in every cut of light that makes it over, under, through. The sunrise behind the buildings, morning new. Sunrise behind the buildings, golden edge. The light before the light above the ledge of every rooftop on the eastern side. The morning coming whether it can hide or not, behind the city that it's lighting. From behind the sunrise, always riding itself across the sky in pink and gold. Sunrise behind the buildings, morning told. The windows on the building opposite go orange from the top, a slow and lit procession downward as the sun climbs higher. Behind my building, setting the glass on fire. Reflectively the sunrise in the glass of someone else's window as I pass beneath it, catching the reflected gold. The sunrise behind buildings, morning bold. Sunrise behind the buildings, golden edge. The light before the light above the ledge of every rooftop on the eastern side. The morning coming whether it can hide or not, behind the city that it's lighting. From behind the sunrise, always riding itself across the sky in pink and gold. Sunrise behind the buildings, morning told. At the end of my street, the road opens wide into a square where you can see the side of the sunrise that the buildings couldn't keep from view. The full gold disc above the sea, angle of the roof line, brilliant and complete. I stand in the square every morning, meet the sunrise at the end of the block street. The sunrise behind buildings, morning sweet. The city thinks it owns the morning sky. The buildings rising up to occupy the horizon with their glass and steel and stone. But the sunrise finds a way to make it known that it was here before the first brick laid, before the first foundation, before the made environment of streets and towers rose to interrupt the view. The sunrise knows more about this place than any building. It's like the oldest form of city gilding. The rooftops think before the clocks go off. The sunrise gentle, never one to scoff at the buildings blocking it, just finding another angle, another morning winding of light between the towers and over the top. The sunrise behind buildings doesn't stop. Sunrise behind the buildings, golden edge. The light before the light above the ledge of every rooftop on the eastern side. The morning coming whether it can hide or not, behind the city that it's lighting. From behind the sunrise, always riding itself across the sky in pink and gold. Sunrise behind the buildings, morning told. Sunrise behind the buildings, square at the end of the street holds it all. The sunrise over the buildings, over the wall of the city, the full disc above the town. The morning light refusing to be held down by architecture, finding every gap between the towers, filling every map of the city with its uncontainable gold. The sunrise behind buildings, morning bold and bright and here regardless every day. The sunrise finding its irreducible way. I picked it up at the corner store, the last good peach they had in store this morning, soft and warm from sitting in the sun outside. The perfect fitting morning fruit for walking, for the hand that carries it the morning end. A paper napkin from the counter there, a peach and a paper napkin, morning air. I eat it walking, never do this usually, but the peach is warm and asking me unusually to eat it now before it gets too ripe, too soft to carry past its morning type of perfect. So I peel the skin back slow and let the juice go where the juice will go, which is mostly on the paper napkin here. The peach and a paper napkin, morning clear. Peach and a paper napkin, morning sweet, something good to carry down the street. Nothing complicated, nothing planned, just a perfect peach in the perfect hand. At the perfect time of the morning walk, no table needed, no need to talk to anyone, just juice and morning air. Peach and a paper napkin, morning there. The paper napkin is doing all it can against the juice, which is more than the plan of any single napkin from a store can handle. I could probably use 4, but one will do. One always does. The art of the walking peach is in the heart of committing to the mess of it all. The juice on the hand, the napkins fall. Peach and a paper napkin, morning sweet, something good to carry down the street. Nothing complicated, nothing planned, just a perfect peach in the perfect hand. At the perfect time of the morning walk, no table needed, no need to talk to anyone, just juice and morning air. Peach and a paper napkin, morning there. By the time I reach the second block, the peach is mostly done against the clock of ripeness, which was always running fast this morning. The perfect peach can't last the perfect while it did. The napkin full of the morning's sweetest kind of pull toward the simple and the handheld good. The peach and a paper napkin understood. There is a season for the walking peach, a narrow window where the fruit is each of the things you need it to be warm enough and soft enough and in the form of something that will handle being held and walked with and consumed, compelled by nothing but the morning and the need for something sweet. The peach, a morning seed, a pleasure in the handheld, in the small delight of eating something through the hall of the morning street before you're anywhere official. The peach and the morning air and the paper napkin doing its humble best against the juice. The morning passing test of the simplest breakfast being enough when the peach is good and the morning tough love of something real and ripe and sweet. A peach and a paper napkin, morning treat. Peach and a paper napkin, morning sweet, something good to carry down the street. Nothing complicated, nothing planned, just a perfect peach in the perfect hand. And at the perfect time of the morning walk, no table needed, no need to talk to anyone, just juice and morning air. Peach and a paper napkin, morning there. Peach and a paper napkin. The napkin goes into the bin at the corner. The peach already memory, the morning warmer, not for having had it juice stained hand wiped on the inside of the pocket in the morning. Carry on without the fruit, the peach already gone along its route into the morning that has eaten it. The paper napkin and the perfect pit disposed of cleanly, morning moving on. The peach and a paper napkin sweetly gone. The key card beeps and the lobby wakes. The lights come on in sections as it takes a moment for the building to believe that someone is here this early to receive the morning with the office all alone, before the day becomes a shared time zone of meetings, voices, all the busy hum. The first one at the office, morning come. I like the office before anyone arrives, the way the morning in the building thrives on quiet, on the hum of just the air conditioning and nothing else in there but me and all the empty morning desks. desks and windows showing city morning tasks of light on glass and glass on light and all the morning coming through the office hall. First one at the office morning mind, before the day has had the chance to find its volume and its pace and all the rest of what the office does. I got the best part, the quiet and the early light. The first one at the office feeling right before the second person comes through the door. The office morning, nothing needing more. I make the office coffee, not for me alone, but for whoever else will be here after me. A small and quiet gift of the already made the morning lift for whoever comes in second, finding hot coffee and the knowledge that it's not their job to start it. Someone beat them to the morning. First one at the office through. First one at the office morning mind, before the day has had the chance to find its volume and its pace and all the rest of what the office does. I got the best part, the quiet and the early light. The first one at the office feeling right before the second person comes through the door. The office morning, nothing needing more. I get an hour of the concentrated kind of working that you only really find before the interruptions start to come, before the office reaches its full hum of productivity and overlapping conversations, the satisfying snapping into focus that the early office gives. The first one at the office, this is how it lives. There is a version of the working day that starts before the working day's display of all its social and collaborative parts, before the meeting and the morning starts in the usual way, before the loud of the full office and the 9 o'clock crowd of people arriving with their coffee cups, and Monday morning and their starting ups of computers, conversations, plans. The first one at the office understands that this hour before belongs to them. A morning diamond in the office, gem of the day unshared and fully theirs. The first one at the office morning wears its quietest and its most productive face, for the one who gets there claims the space before the rest of the morning world, before the office day has been unfurled into its full and busy bright display. The first one at the office, best of day. First one at the office morning mind, before the day has had the chance to find its volume and its pace and all the rest of what the office does. I've got the best part, the quiet and the early light. The first one at the office feeling right before the second person comes through the door. The office morning, nothing needing more. First one at the office. Person comes at 8:30 and finds the coffee made and doesn't wait to pour themselves a cup and nod at me. The first one at the office, quietly, already deep inside the morning work, the early hour, the finest morning perk of all the ones the working day provides. The first one at the office, morning rise. Paper's open to the middle page. The honey spoon is resting on the edge of the bowl. The morning editorial is something I'll get to. The immemorial habit of the headlines with the breakfast, something I've kept since before the rest. The morning ritual was established here. The honey spoon and headlines every year. I read the headlines first, not the full story. The morning isn't long enough for glory of the in-depth, the analysis, the long read that takes the whole morning along with it into the afternoon. I keep the headlines and the honey, let the deep reads wait for lunchtime, for the quiet after the morning headlines, morning laughter. Honey spoon and headlines bright and clear, the morning's finest combination here. A little sweet beside the world outside, the honey softening whatever's wide. The honey goes on toast while I read through the culture section. Something bright and new that someone made or wrote or built or sang. The morning headline that the most bells rang inside my chest today. A piece of art reviewed so well it sounded like a heart was in the writing. Honey on the toast, the morning headline that I love the most. Honey spoon and headlines bright and clear. The morning's finest combination here. A little sweet beside the world outside. The honey softening whatever's wide. Oh, and complicated in the day's first news. The spoon already golden with the hues of morning honey. Headlines on the side. Honey spoon and headlines morning guide. I fold the paper to the page I'm on and leave it there when the coffee's gone. For whoever comes next, whoever might sit here after me and find the light on the culture section, find the review. I left it open to something new for someone else's morning honey spoon, left clean beside the folded afternoon. The morning paper is an older thing, the most of what the morning now can bring to the breakfast table. Older than the phone beside the plate, older than the streaming and the notification and the algorithm with its open hand, full of content chosen just for you. The paper gives you what it gives, a view of the morning from a single source, a curation built on a slower course of consideration of the edit of what matters enough to merit the front page, the headline, the above the fold, the honey spoon and headlines. Morning gold of information taken with the sweet, the honey making every headline meet you gently, making even the hard news sit softer in the morning that you choose. Oh, honey spoon and headlines bright and clear. The morning's finest combination here. A little sweet beside the world outside. The honey softening whatever's wide. And complicated in the day's first news. The spoon already golden with the hues of morning honey. Headlines on the side. Honey spoon and headlines morning guide. Honey spoon and headlines. The paper folded on the table there. The honey jar relit with the care of someone who will need it again tomorrow. The morning headlines giving without sorrow, all they had to give of the wide world before the day gets fully wide unfurled into the afternoon of everything. The honey spoon and headlines morning ring of something sweet beside the news today. The finest way to start any day. I hear them coming down before I see the sneakers on the staircase, bright and free of any self-consciousness, the bounce of someone young enough to still announce they're coming with the energy alone. The staircase has a morning metronome, 2 flights and then the lobby, then the street. The morning starting at the sneakered feet. I wait for the elevator every day, but this morning something makes me say no to the button, yes to the stair. The sneakers on the staircase, I'm already there. 2 floors down before I've thought it through. The staircase, morning, something bright and new about the morning when you take the stairs. The extra heartbeat, the extra morning air. Sneakers on the staircase, moving now. The morning showing me the how. I'm starting with a little more than still, a little different height. The third floor shows the rooftop and the light. The second shows the street below, still quiet. The ground floor opens to the morning riot. Sparrows in the courtyard, warm and loud. The sneakers on the staircase, morning proud. Sneakers on the staircase, moving now. The morning showing me the how. Starting with a little more than still, a little more than coffee, a little thrill of movement before the movement of the day takes over. The sneakers leading the way down the staircase into the morning bright. Sneakers on the staircase, feeling right. By the lobby I have woken up more fully than I would have with a cup of coffee waiting at my desk upstairs. The staircase gives you something the elevator spares you from, which is the morning in the body, not just in the head, not just the naughty. Half a week of sitting in the lift. The sneak the staircase morning, the real gift. I started taking the stairs because the lift was slow, not for the exercise, the shift into a healthier approach. Nothing grand, just impatient, standing there with a hand on the button, waiting for the doors to open and discovering the floors between my floor and the lobby had a view of morning from the window. Had a new way of arriving at the street below, with the body slightly more in the flow, moving things of living things. The stair, morning preparation, morning air between the floors. The sneakers on the step, the morning in the body, morning kept inside the chest where it belongs all day. The sneakers on the staircase, morning way. Sneakers on the staircase, moving now. Sneakers on the staircase, sneakers on the staircase, moving now. The morning showing me the how. Starting with a little more than still, a little more than coffee, a little thrill of movement before the movement of the day takes over. The sneakers leading the way down the staircase into the morning bright. Sneakers on the staircase, feeling right. Sneakers on the staircase. The lobby opens to the morning street. The sneakers finding their familiar beat on pavement now instead of stair. The morning all around and everywhere. The staircase already behind and done. The sneakers heading out into the sun and into all the day has got to give. The sneakers staircase morning, how to live. The radio comes on before I do, before I'm fully conscious, breaking through the last of sleep with something mid-tempo. The song I half remember, soft and low. The coffee grinder follows 15 seconds after the morning doubling down and beckons me into the kitchen where the two best sounds of morning meet me and you. I set the radio the night before to something that I wanna wake up for. Not news, not anything too loud or bright, just something that sits softly in the light of early morning. Warm against the wall, the roasted beans going into the small grinder hopper. The radio underneath the grind, the morning finding its groove beneath the roasted beans and radio morning on. The kitchen filling up before too long, with everything a morning needs to be exactly right. The music and the coffee, the two together making something more than either one alone. The morning floor vibrating softly with best morning scene. I pour the cup and turn the radio down, not off, just lower, let the morning sound of the street outside begin to mix with the music and the coffee, the fix of all three together in the room. The roasted bean, the radio, the bloom of morning outside and inside at once. The kitchen, the music, the morning stuns. There is a pairing older than the playlist, older than the streaming and the waitlist of the algorithm choosing for the ear. What comes next? A pairing that's been here since the first radio sat beside the first percolator side by side on someone else's morning kitchen shelf. The radio and coffee finding itself repeated every morning in the act of turning both on. An unspoken pact between the music and the roasted bean, the two best morning companions, always been together in the kitchen before the day gets any say about how things will play out. The radio and roasted bean, the morning's finest, softest, warmest team. Roasted beans and radio, morning on, morning on. The kitchen filling up before too long. With everything a morning needs to be exactly right. The music and the coffee, the two together making something more than either one alone. The morning floor vibrating softly with the bass and bean. Roasted beans and radio, best morning scene. Roasted beans and radio. The coffee's done, the radio plays on until the morning past the almost gone hour of the early and into the wide bright morning music still inside the kitchen as I gather up and go. The radio left on low, the roasted beans already in the cup. The morning and the music both kept up. The basil leans a little to the left. The time is doing everything bereft of any care I gave it yesterday, and thriving the rosemary in the way of the morning light, but catching it somehow. The windowsill herb garden taking its bow before the day started, quietly green. The finest morning kitchen I have seen. I water them before the coffee's on. The small clay pots lined up from dusk to dawn. In the window where the morning hits them first. The basil always looking like its thirst is greater than I've given. Leaves upturned toward the water can, a lesson learned every morning in the need of green things for just a little more than everything. Windowsill herb garden, bright and small, the finest morning decoration of them all. The basil and the thyme and rosemary, the mint that's taken over, wild and free. A little water, a little morning light. The herbs are doing everything just right. Windowsill herb garden, green and near, the living part of every morning here. I pinch a little basil for the eggs and watch the plant release from its small dregs of morning dew, a smell that fills the room before the coffee, before the morning bloom of anything else. The basil in the pan before I've even made a morning plan. The herb garden deciding what I'll eat. The windowsill herbs, the morning complete. Windowsill herb garden, bright and small, the finest morning decoration of them all. The basil and the thyme and rosemary, the mint that's taken over, wild and free. A little water, a little morning light. The herbs are doing everything just right. Windowsill herb garden, green and near, the living part of every morning here. The mint has started pushing past the pot and reaching for the glass, ambitious, hot with all its spearmint energy and drive. The mint is the most furiously alive thing on the windowsill. I trim it back and make a tea and get myself on track for the morning mint and morning air. The herb garden answering every prayer. I never never thought I was a plant person, not until I put the first small rosemary pot on the windowsill on a Wednesday afternoon, and watched it through the morning, watched it soon become the thing I checked before the phone, the thing that told me I was not alone in the kitchen, that something lived beside me in the morning, something green inside the window where the light comes first each day, the herb garden growing its own slow way into the morning ritual, into the fact of every breakfast, every morning act, of pinching, watering, trimming, being near the windowsill herb garden, always here. A living, breathing morning, small and green, the finest kitchen morning I have seen. Windowsill herb garden, bright and small, the finest morning decoration of them all. The basil and the thyme and rosemary, the mint that's taken over wild and free. A little water, a little morning light. The herbs are doing everything just right. Windowsill herb garden, the living part of every morning here. Windowsill herb garden, the watering can goes back beneath the sink. The herbs go back to doing what they think is best, which is growing toward the glass and catching every bit of light that passes through the window onto the sill where they have been since I moved in, and every day since then have given me something green, the finest morning windowsill I've seen. The cobblestones are wet from last night's rain. The morning light is bouncing off the lane. Between the old buildings, golden dew, a coffee in my hand, the sky is blue. Above the narrow street where I begin each morning with this walk before I'm in the office in the day, and all of it, the cobblestone and coffee perfectly fit. I take the long way down the cobbled road, the one that adds 5 minutes to the load of getting there, but gives me something back that the direct route doesn't have. The track of old stone underfoot, the uneven ground that makes you slow, makes you even out your pace to match the stones below. The cobblestone and coffee morning flow. Cobblestone and coffee morning bright, everything is coming into light. The old street wet and shining from the rain. The coffee warm against the morning pain of being up and out before the rest of the world has put itself to any test. Cobblestone and coffee, here we go. The finest morning walk I'll ever know. The cafe on the corner of the lane is where I stop on mornings after rain to get the cup I carry from this point. The cobblestone and coffee at the joint of old and new, slow and almost late. The morning in the cobblestone of fate I chose when I moved here 3 years before, to be the person who takes the long way more. Cobblestone and coffee morning bright, everything is coming into light. The old street wet and shining from the rain. The coffee warm against the morning pain of being up and out before the rest of the world has put itself to any test. Cobblestone and coffee, here we go. The finest morning walk I'll ever know. I know which stones are loose and which hold fast. I know which puddle after rain has passed stays longest in the hollow near the wall. I know this street the way you come to know all the things that you have cobblestones have memorized my way of walking to the slightly longer stride I take before the third block on the right side. There is a reason people paved with stone before the concrete came and made its own claim on the streets of every waking town. The cobblestone has character, a crown of age and weather worn into its face. Each stone a different shape inside the grace of something laid by hand and meant to last beyond the morning, beyond the fast, and temporary into something old enough to be the morning's finest gold. Beneath the feet of everyone who chose, the cobblestone wrote the morning that glows. Wet and uneven, beautiful and real. The cobblestone and coffee morning feel. Cobblestone and coffee morning bright. Everything is coming into light. The old street wet and shining from the rain. The coffee warm against the morning pain of being up and out before the rest of the world has put itself to any test. Cobblestone and coffee, here we go. The finest morning walk I'll ever know. Cobblestone and coffee, cobblestones give way to smoother ground. The office building coming into sound of elevator lobby morning crowd. But I have had my cobblestone out loud and quiet walk my coffee, my 5 more minutes of the morning than before. The route that adds the most to any day. The cobblestone and coffee, my morning.